So I'm now going to start working into my drawing. Like I said, it's really handy to make sure you've got your colours laid out in front of you. And like I said, I'm going to have my packet next to me and I'm going to start working into my drawing with a yellow. So when I am shading, I'm really going to look closely at my packaging as I am shading. As I go along, what I'm going to do is rub out some of my pencil lines that are underneath. And the reason I'm going to do that is because my packaging is quite light in colour. So as you go along, just rub out your lines. And I'm just going to work on one section of my packaging. I'm starting with a base colour. The reason I'm starting with a base colour is because everything is yellow on the back of my packaging. So I'm just going to work into a corner of it. And I'm just going to start with a base colour because everything in this corner is a light yellow. So I'm just going to take care when I'm doing this. Really looking closely at my packaging. Again, rubbing out any unnecessary lines as I go. And just adding a soft base. Now, I started doing my drawing yesterday, so my packaging has kind of dipped out of the shape it was in, but that's okay. You just might need to reform it as such into that shape that yours was. So again, I'm just going to rub out here. It is very important that when you do start adding your darker tones, that you've made sure that you've used circular motions with your pencil to colour. That means going like this, and that means there's no white gaps. It will take you a bit longer, but that is how to be successful in your colouring. Then I'm going to start building up by pressing harder with my pencil, working into any areas that look darker. Now, if you don't have a lot of shades in pencils, for example, I've only got one shade of yellow, what I'm going to do is use a light orange to just gently layer over the top to make my packaging look a little bit darker where I would like it to. We're going for a realist drawing, but it doesn't have to be 100% touch for touch exactly the same. We want to have some of your own personality in it. So as you can see, I've just worked into one section of the drawing here. I've added darker tones there and lighter tones. And the way that I've made those blend into each other is by layering an orange pencil over the top of a yellow pencil. So I've just blended them by working over the top, really working into my drawing there. So that is really key to success. Just taking your time, and then hopefully when you've finished, you will end up with a fully coloured in and completed drawing that represents and looks like your packet. So, tips are, just as a recap, make sure that you take care with your colouring, that there's no white gaps. You eliminate the white gaps by making circular motions with your drawing, that you layer colours if you have very few colours to use, such as layering an orange over a yellow to build up a darker tone, and that you really follow the lines that you've drawn. You really follow the creases that we did in the previous drawing that you are working on to now. And then finally, that you rub out your pencil lines as you go along. So please take care. This is going to be a long process. It will take you the rest of this lesson, and you are going to finish this over half term for me because we've got 2 weeks off. So you're going to finish this lovely drawing for half term. So don't forget, it can take up nearly most of your A4 page. It could be half, it could be 3/4 like I've done. And then you're going to work into this very carefully, and it should resemble your chosen packaging at the end. I hope that you're able to get on with this now. So just to recap, you're completing your drawing, which is shown in the first video, and then you are colouring it in with coloured pencils or crayons if you have access to them. If you don't have coloured pencils, then give it a go with tonal shading using the process that we looked at last week and put all of that into practice. But I would love to see some outstanding coloured designs. So take your time with this Year 7. I want to see some fantastic results. Have a great rest of the day. Thanks again, Miss Sullivan. Happy creating Year 7.